the new Peugeot 2008. We're actually on the launch only a couple of weeks ago. So there is a long video giving you the full details of the car, but we got one very quickly on test for a week, of course, to give ourselves a full test. And you have a look, taking into account this is the top GT line version that we've got. Very interesting, the model designation at the top of the bonnet over here, a feature that's going to feature on a lot of the Peugeots going forward, especially the SUVs. This interesting grille treatment over here. But of course, what is most important on these cars is the three vertical lights over there. They call them the lion's claw lights, and then the saber tooth daytime running light that runs below it, with of course LED headlights over there as well on the top model, and fog lights over there. You can see it really, the effect of these lights, especially when they're on daytime running lights, but at night really looks very different, very classy on the road, I can tell you that much. You've got of course the low lip over here as well, remembering that this is a crossover SUV. You come around the car over here, you can see of course the typical cladding all the way across over there as well on the car. Dual tone mag wheels, 17-inch on GT line, upgraded from 16-inch on the lower models in the range. Of course you get active and allure below this one as you go in the model range. Then of course you get many features on the car as well. We're going to take a look as we do these days. You can see mirrors fold when the car locks, a nice feature as well over here. And this one does have of course the dual tone, the red with a black roof, which is interesting as well. Having a look inside the back seat, you can see nice space in the rear. That's very good for a crossover SUV. And check in the middle over there. Thumbs up to Peugeot. 2 USBs for the back seat. That's what I want to see on cars these days. Isofix, of course, good stuff as well. And you can see the leather and cloth combination seating with, of course, contrasting stitching. Green on this car. Well, don't know about that in my personal taste, but it does look good in the contrasting colors and things like that. So it really is good. There's nice headroom in the back because, again, crossover SUV does give you nice space. You come around, of course, and you have a look around the back, and you'll see yet again the same claw effect on the rear tail lights as well. So they've carried the theme from the front through to the rear very nicely. You open up the boot, and Peugeot give their boot space as 434 liters, which is leading in this class, and I think that's quite a good fact. There is this board, lower board, and then of course you've got a space saver spare wheel right down at the bottom, so you can set this board at different heights, etc. Very useful, very neat. The 2008 is powered by a 3-cylinder 1.2 liter petrol engine. In the bottom, manual active model gives you 74 kilowatts, but let's leave that one out, because in all the rest in the range you get the 96 kilowatt 230 newton meter turboed version. That is the one that talks, and it comes with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Manual, you can only choose the 74 kilowatt version. Interesting model choice by Peugeot, but well, I think the automatics are going to make up the bulk of the sales anyway. Let's check it out inside. I'm not going to say too much about the instrumentation, the 3D. We looked at that a lot, of course, on the launch. But what I want to show you is we've done 446 kilometers on this test, averaging 8.1 liters per 100. That's the crucial figure. Now, that's probably about a worst you're going to get with this car. General driving, not much open road, not much freeway, just very much town driving. So let's leave it at that on the car. I've mentioned, as I said, the 3D instrumentation is on the GT line as well. I'm going to point out a lot of differences between the different versions while we're busy here right now. But that instrumentation is something else, the iCockpit, the Peugeot iCockpit, and first production car with 3D. Coming across over here, you have a look down here, you'll see, of course, you've got your little Peugeot steering wheel. It's the tiny little wheel, flat bottomed, of course. I have to agree with a lot of comments that have been made about this wheel. It is a little bit awkward to get it in the right position, height-wise, to actually be able to see the instrumentation clearly and have clearance for your legs, etc. It does, in many, many cases, just cut off something on the instrument panel. It's not serious, but it is just something that a lot of people have noticed, and I'll just point out to you. You come across over here, you've got your nice big screen, which is operated. You have got, of course, buttons on the wheel to do it, but otherwise, you've got all these piano key buttons over here and haptic buttons above them. You can see over here that change all the things. And for example, I press that one and up comes your navigation, just as an example to show you. Of course, press another one, there's your phone, or alternatively, if you want your aircon system, you press over there as well, and that's to get your fan higher, and you can see the different instructions, etc. Just that you get the idea of what I'm talking about, and you can see exactly how it works. Very neat, works very, very nicely. Another feature you do have on the GT line is heated front seats for driver and passenger. Again, features that I think are pretty important and you want to know all about. You come down, let's have a look. Of course, you've got this gloss black treatment over here. 2 USBs again for the front. Great stuff. And then, of course, a real interesting feature. You've got your inductive charging for your cell phone over there. And you've also got this little piece that folds down that can hold a cell phone like that. So if you're using, for example, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and you are running your phone on mirroring, your phone sits over there and doesn't fall around, flop around, or things that happen on so many other cars. Nice one. Got a nice storage space over here again, a 12 volt over there. All really neat, useful features as far as I'm concerned. Then 6-speed automatic gearbox. It's smooth, it's nice. I'm not going to say too much about it. It works very, very well. You've got your electronic parking brake over there. And then this is an important little switch over here, the drive mode. Because unusually in this category of car, it gives you various modes. If you press, for example, for sand, it shows on the dashboard in front of me, mud, snow, etc. And you can simply click on the switch over there and you'll see it just shows for a couple of seconds. And what I can tell you is we showed it very, very clearly on the launch drive how well the mud one worked, and it certainly does change some settings, does improve things drastically, and makes a very, very big difference. You look around us and you'll see there is a soft touch, almost leather feel at the top of the dashboard. You've got a carbon type effect below, lots of green stitching, and look how it runs round into the doors as well. Very neat. The fit and finish is superb. It really feels good. It feels well put together. It's a nice, comfortable, well put together place to be and to be sitting. All those features do count. Now let's mention differences from the different models. I've said the GT line. The GT line is the one with the full 3D instrumentation. It comes with the inductive charging, and it comes with a drive mode. Those are features you get on GT line that you wouldn't necessarily get on the lower versions. Price-wise, you can get a manual active at 369,000 Rand. You get an automatic Allure, which I think could be the pick of the bunch, at, can I call it 400,000, 399. And then this one goes up to, you get an automatic active at 400,000, Allure at 430, and this one at 480. Now, interestingly, although the ride is very much Peugeot, I think maybe the 16-inch wheels could be a nicer option and could be that little bit smoother and more comfortable. But I am kind of just surmising over here, so it is something you've got to check out. But I can tell you one thing. If you want to be a little bit different, very distinctive in a category and a segment of the market that is crowded with competitors at the moment, this is a choice that I think I would be looking at in this category. It really is. Peugeot, have certainly upped their game. You're looking at this category? Check this one out for yourself. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor. See you next time.